Guys, it's Fresh Mark Scents with another fresh review. Today I'll be looking at scents that make me feel good. I have aquatic citrusy scents. I have going out sort of party scents. I've gone over some of these scents before, but I'm going to mention them because they particularly bring back not just great memories, but they instantly put you in the mood. So the party scents, then we have the more aromatic and uplifting fresh scents there in the middle. Then we have a fruity section. We have summer selection, which is a little bit warmer and it gives you some warmth. And then finally the floral fresh section that is just it reminds you of, it comforts you but puts you in a more relaxed summer sort of atmosphere, like for picnics or the like. So I'm going to get straight into Aqua Allegro Bergamota by Guerlain. This is an aquatic fresh scent, and really I love the ginger, the lime, the bergamot. It comes through as a citrusy musky citrus musk, and it doesn't stay for a long time, but it's a great thing to just spritz in the morning, and it would have about, I'd say, 5 hours longevity. It's very uplifting. If you spray it in the air, the spray is quite good. You get that great like grassy, you get grass, you get bergamot and some lime, and it's very, it shoots up your nose. Some people don't like how sharp it is, but I think it really does the job in terms of awakening the senses, and it reminds you of freshly cut grass with a bit of lime and superb musk note, which is very fresh. Great for days out, if you want to go for a stroll in summer, whatever. Another one is Milestone by Armaf. Now this is a fingerprint magnet, as you can see, but don't worry about that. The scent inside is an aquatic red berry scent, and I really like this because you can spray this, and I'm going to spray this as well. I'm going to perfume the room. You spray this and you get the uplifting C notes, you get a little bit of fruitiness from the raspberry and the berries. This has some ambiguous as well to keep it salty, and it's almost like the contrast between the salty notes and the fruity notes. That really, it really makes the scent almost like a fruit salad sort of effect. But none of the notes are overwhelming. It's not too harsh, as I thought a duplicate of another scent is supposed to be a duplicate of another Creed scent. I thought it would be very harsh, but it's not. Another one that I really like, I got to mention this, Salida Italy. I actually wore this in the morning just to uplift me, and it gave me the idea of doing this perfume video because all of these scents uplift me. In the beginning of the day, if I spray a little bit and I go, oh yeah, I come up with this idea, this reminded me I need to do this and whatever, I have a memory that could be triggered by perfume, and everybody's memory is triggered by perfume in different sense, but this puts me in a particularly good mood. It reminds me of a sunny walk in, let me just spray it again, sunny walk in some kind of pier side town, like just walking by. For me, I imagine some kind of Italian version of Camden Lock, but so if you were in some Italian Venice place, and I don't know, it's just freshly juiced orange with the peel, and you get a great stem note as well, which is not too green as to overpower the oranges, but it makes it more juicy. There's some pink pepper in there, water notes, great bitter orange and sweet orange mix. It's fantastic. In the air, it's very refreshing, very uplifting, and it's a great musk scent. I was surprised that after I had a shower, I could still smell it over here as a citrus musk. A little bit citrus, but more of a tiny bit green and more musky. So that was very surprising. That's the first time that's happened. So Salida Italy, a great orange citrus uplifting breath of fresh air, sort of like orange juice in the morning, but a splash of water in the face at the same time, almost like that, you know. So peeling an orange. Next one, I'm going to talk about this Sauvage EDP. Now, I recently got this after getting the Eau de Parfum. I got this for summer because although people know the DNA and some people may be tired of it, this is a fantastic geranium and ambroxan scent. And it reminded me that it came after Versace Eros. But still, Versace Eros is the king in terms of sweet geranium and ambroxan. But this just has such a cool vibe to it. And it's the zinginess of the bergamot. It's not as sharp as Aqua Allegro, but it's the zinginess of that bergamot. And it's like creaminess of... It's like a sour, creamy, fresh, zingy. It's got a lot of contrasting freshness, yet it's very smooth, and at the end of the day, when you smell it, it will relax you with this cool vibe. So now Versace Eros, moving on to that, of course, naturally, this has the geranium in the middle. It has some mint on top, keeping it very fresh, creamy sandalwood and ambroxan. I think this does it the best. I'd say it's my favorite scent, actually. I've had so many different scents and I always come back to this. I'm going to recommend to you people because I saw it yesterday. I saw it online for about £77 for a 200ml bottle. Check it out on Google, whatever. Every man should own Versace Eros. That is a quality perfume and I keep on coming back to it. Spray it in the air, spray it on me as well. And spray it in the air as a celebration. Celebration of all the good times, all the good, it just keeps on going, just keeps on flowing the memories. Now, Jardin Exclusive. When I wear this, these are the more done up scents. Versace Eros is another done up scent that makes you feel, it's uplifting in that it makes you feel rich or it makes you feel a little bit pampered. This definitely makes you feel pampered with the violet note and creamy sandalwood. It's very creamy, very soft, a little bit fruity. You feel decadent when you wear the caramel, like you sort of, I don't know, like you sort of put some extreme body lotion on and you just had a whole day pampering. I don't know who puts caramel on them, but like some kind of fancy honey treatment or something. I don't know if people do that, but it feels like you just doused yourself in the flowers and caramel and just came out of the spa, because a little bit shout like bath fresh, like bath soapy fresh as well. So this is a very luxurious scent. This makes you feel done up. It makes you feel kingly, like you just got really ready and you're wearing a suit or you're ready for a wedding and it's a great day. Now this is an oud, the next one, Abdul Samad Al Qureshi Charme d'Orient. Charme d'Orient. It comes with a nice little cap. This is an oud that is so fruity. I've actually been told it could be worn in summer, and I might actually agree with that because this has cardamom, saffron, mango, it has patchouli, some very nice alga-wood note in it, and all sorts of, it has amber in it as well, I believe some jasmine too, a little bit floral, but it's a very fruity, resinous. It's a great oud. I'm lucky. Every day when I look at this and I snag this at half price, I've been thinking, great that it just about reached the £1 per milliliter fresh mark scent boundary of average pricing. But this came at £88 for 90 milliliters. and I got this from Oxford Street. But if you want to check out the brand, Abdul Samad Al Qureshi, check it out, people. I hope you can see that. Probably not. Alright, I'm not going to waste time. I'll write in the description. So, that is my done up oud that makes me feel like a king and that I just spent the whole day pampering myself. So now, for the fruity uplifting scent, there's a scent that always brings me up with how fruity, juicy, how juicy it is. You just think, wow, I suddenly wore a fruit salad. But not in a bad way. Sicily. This has almost like a shampoo vibe, like a fruity shampoo. More so than Jardin Exclusive. I know some people said the fruity shampoo. I kind of agree with that too, but it has a very fruity, juicy orange note with the pineapple. That is the most pronounced. The pineapple is sharp. And then you get some creaminess from the violet and the florals that come later. But I'm really loving the juiciness of the orange and the pineapple. And it's similar to Salida Italy, but I believe that Salida Italy it doesn't just have the orange, it has bitter orange as well. It doesn't just have sweet orange, it has bitter orange. So this has more sweet orange and sweet pineapple. So I'd say the orange note is slightly sweeter and more juicy. Actually, not as juicy. Well, the same. It's the same. It's the same sweet orange note that is in Salida Italy without the bitter orange, mixed with some pineapple, great florals, and some creamy woods in the base. Creamy woods in the base, but not as creamy as some of the other offerings that I'm going to tell you about. Now onto the aromatic fresh Hindu Kush. Now this is a zingy. It has an incense and it has a cannabis note, but I believe that the cannabis note is a mixture of a Jolly Rancher kind of apple note. A very sweet apple note mixed with some incense to create some intrigue, some spice, a fun twist to it because the apple, a reminiscent apple scent. Yet the incense opens up the senses, makes it a bit mysterious. The woody note is a high quality patchouli. It's nicely sweet but not overpowering. Fantastic scent. I'd wear this, and it has the wood notes are relaxing at the end. Not just the patchouli, but there are some other woods in there that remind me of yellow cork. Almost like a smoker's pipe, like a yellow wood smoker's pipe. It's a little bit corky, and it's very relaxing yet uplifting. Now to Platinum Egoist by Chanel. This is a herbal icy scent. It's uplifting more for the way how it makes you feel, and that it has an icy freshness to it, yet the herbal aromatic notes, they leave you feeling like you had a fresh walk outside. So that's great. The projection is nice, and it has a different quality to it when the cold hits, and the geranium makes it a little bit smooth. A little bit more romantic in the cold. Now this Mancera Wave Musk, I've talked about it before, but this is uplifting if you like a cold, brisk walk. This has a driftwood vibe, so it has that woody freshness but an aquatic note as well, so aquatic woody freshness. It's a little bit bitter from the seaweed note, but that it almost gives it more of a breath of fresh air. The contrast between the orange blossom, the mix of the orange blossom with the woody note from driftwood and the aquatic note, it all produces the feeling that you're outside on the shoreline, and it's a very surreal experience because it always transports me to the seaside, and as if I'm just watching the waves roll by, just in and out. So this is fantastic scent if you want to transport yourself and really just uplift your senses. In if you've been indoors all day, or you need to feel fresh and awakened, this is a very awakening, uplifting scent. Now those are the aromatic aromatic uplifting scents. Sorry. Now to the warming summer scents. These are summer scents that they would give you a nice sweetness to it. The D600 by Carno Barcelona. This has a great cardamom note, and it makes it feel like it makes you almost appreciate life in the way that almost like you're having a beautiful sunny day and every breath is very sweet, like you're walking down a cobblestone path similar to Salida Italy, walking by that cobblestone path, and you got those flowers, and for some reason the air is just so sweet with some kind of wildflower, but this cardamom is very creamy, sweet, mixed with iris in the middle. Produce a very smooth and creamy perfume. The vetiver is more grassy. And this is also another scent that reminds me of summer in a bottle. These two, Salida Italy is more reminiscent of being Venice and closer to water. And this is more like a great day out in the mountains or something. But it's very sweet. Almost nostalgically sweet, with the summertime vibes, and like you're walking through summer in Italy with rose tinted glasses, and that is the sweetness of nostalgia in the perfume. So a fantastic scent. That is my summer uplifting perfume for a bit of warmth. And Jaipur Hom is another uplifting summer scent, reminding me of honeysuckle and springtime in bloom. Very bodacious in its honey blossom, floral, very complex, very rich, almost treacle-like in its honey note. I'm not sure if it actually has a honey note in it, but I think it's honey blossom. Fantastically uplifting, sweet cardamom scent. This also has a great cardamom note in it that brings a nostalgic sweetness to it in the summer. And finally, the last, sorry, I hurt myself. The last one, because I was reaching all the way back, is Mancera's Wild Python and Black Orchid by Tom Ford. Now, both of these give me a great heady floral vibe, nice white floral. This uses a Yang Lang with Orchid to give a great white floral, uplifting, thick breath of air. The reason why I believe that these are uplifting is because they bring about an extra concentration of the sweetness of the air, and this brings a nostalgic memory, because it's like every breath was sweet during that time, that every moment was better because just the time was great, you know, just things were better, and even the air was sweeter. Something about making the air thick with a white floral uplifting scent almost makes it feel like every breath is sweeter, and that almost to cherish the moment almost. That's what makes it slightly more romantic for me as well. But Black Orchid for me, it reminds me of the best days, and the first time I got it in a sample, it was 10ml, and I sprayed it, and I was quite happy that even my mother doesn't actually like floral scents on a man, but she actually preferred this, which was quite surprising, because she has quite a strong definition of what a man and woman is. That's another thing. But this is the most feminine perfume that I'd say is acceptable for a man from a wide audience, even the harshest audience, I'd say. But when I wore this in a 10ml sample, I thought it was so great that when I was in the park, I sprayed it everywhere, and I done the flagpole just so everybody can smell it in the breeze, because it was a little bit breezy, and I was just hanging sideways because I was thinking, this is so great, I'm going to empty the sample and buy a whole bottle. But lo and behold, I was too broke for quite a couple of years until I got this, 2 of them actually, not so long ago. But this reminds me of going to a park in the best days, feeling great in the summer, and just general great vibes, just feeling young, fresh, and with a lot of hope. It's an uplifting scent because it has a lot of hope in the nostalgic white florals of it. Same thing goes for Mancera's Wild Python. But this tuberose scent is nostalgic in a way that reminds me all the way back of India, sort of like a Ganges white floral. It's the same flower that is around the neck, that is hung around in religious prayers sometimes. I haven't actually been myself on a full tour to India, but I'd love to once this whole lockdown's finished, and smell those tuberose flowers, those very thick tuberose flowers, those thick heady tuberose flowers that would almost that would engulf you in a very light caress of floral notes. So it's very relaxing and it's very sweet. So it's nostalgic in a way that brings me all the way back to like a Ganges river, and I just imagine like a lotus flower just floating, you know. It's very floaty, very airy. The bergamot in here is crisp, juicy, very juicy bergamot, similar to Precious Oud. Fantastic. So all of these fragrances are uplifting fragrances. I'm going to put them over here, and I'll let you see it right now. As is Fresh Marks. Okay, so as you can see, you got the Aqua Fresh Bergamot Citrus fragrances over here. You got the general blue fresh fragrance that is uplifting and smooth and creamy with geranium. You got the done up scents, Versace Eros, Jardin Exclusive, and the Summer Oud that always makes me feel fresh. A fruity uplifting scent that is so juicy with the orange and pineapple. It uplifts you straight away. Has some aromatic fresh fragrances, Hindu Kush with something zingy, apple, platinum Egoist for that icy fresh and aromatic vibe, and then you got Wave Musk, which has a fantastic driftwood and sea vibe, makes you feel like you're in the seaside on a very fresh day in the morning. And then we have D600 and Jaipur. Now these two, this has a more honeyed floral thing going on, more honey and rich floral going on, and D600 gives a breath of sweet fresh air with that grassy vetiver of summer and that sweet cardamom in there. This has a sweet cardamom as well, but this seems to be more I don't know, I just prefer this a little bit, the cardamom and iris combination. And finally, a very nostalgic perfume, Tom Ford Black Orchid, and of course Mancera's Wild Python for that creamy fresh vibe that just gives you so much hope for the future, because it's a very hopeful, uplifting, fresh scent that reminds you of fresh new beginnings and great summer vibes. So take care, people, and stay fresh. I hope you liked that review. I went through a lot of perfumes because I don't mess around and I want to give an in-depth review. So take care, guys, and stay fresh.